5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
A merry heart is good like a medicine. Get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on. A merry heart is good like a medicine. Come on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on. A merry heart is good like a medicine. Come on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on. A merry heart is good like a medicine. Come on, get your laugh 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 on.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Funny Friday on All I Know TV. I know many of you are coming on, but please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at All I Know TV. Listen, I'm glad to have you here with us. I thought I was going on a cruise, and then they came on the news and said, y'all can't go on a cruise for another couple, I guess, month or whatever. So I put on my cruise hat today anyway because I was going on a cruise. But nevertheless, I was just going to Lake Merritt and sail around. But I ain't going on no cruise. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. Even when they say we can go on a cruise, I ain't going on no cruise. I don't know what they're going to have on that one. But anyway, I'm grateful to be here today. Glad you all are tuning in. And we are going to get right to our Funny Friday guest. We have our guest on today with us, and I'm going to let them do their own introductions as we continue on with our Funny Friday. But I want you to please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at All I Know TV. Let me bring my guest on now. Here we go. Yes, I'm glad to have the queen and my daddy. Listen, you were supposed to put the queen and daddy in when you put your name down.
Oh, well, I didn't know. It just said the queen, so
yeah, you were supposed to add daddy. You don't leave daddy out now.
I mean, I'm not leaving about here.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, I can go.
No, you ain't got to go. Where you going?
Out.
Anyway.
So introduce yourselves to the people, please.
I am Robert Lyons, and this is my daughter, Erika.
You're not supposed to introduce both of y'all. You just introduce yourself.
Well, by me being the oldest, I should introduce both of us.
Oh, Lord. Okay. The queen, introduce yourself.
Frida, you know what? Can you make it to where I can see? Because I can't see.
Oh, listen. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go there.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, now you got to scooch in because only one half of you is in.
Daddy, you can't see. It's bright. He can't see, but he needs to be bright. It needs to be bright. You can't hardly see him.
Yes, you can. Don't talk about it. Listen, hey.
If they see freedom, they can see you.
We got light over here, Doc. Don't talk about my father. My father is light-skinned.
That's right.
Do not. There you go. Don't talk about my father. My father is light-skinned. My father is light like Stanley and Demetrius.
I've been on Oakland's lightest.
Oh, God.
What just happened?
I've been on Oakland's lightest.
Oh, Oakland's lightest. Oh, okay. Well, is that a new show?
No, they take surveys.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank God for surveys in Jesus' name. All right. Erica, now introduce yourself now that you can see.
Well, praise the Lord. It's a blessing to be here in Radio Land. I forget. Oh Lord, you know what? I'm so backwards. Oh Jesus, help me, Lord.
I'll straighten it.
No, don't straighten it. Don't touch my hair. Anyway, good evening to the school. And it's a blessing to be here. And my name is Erika Lyons. I am the queen. And I'm married to the king.
Go ahead.
And we celebrated last week our 36th wedding anniversary. And we thank everybody that tuned in to our nuptial renewal. And
well, you must be a business.
Anyway, and so
Wait, my hand is up. Where were the nuptials held?
where
Where were the nuptials, the renewal? Where was that held?
it was
in East Oakland. He came over to use the restroom. And he asked, Mr. Lyons, can I come in and use the restroom? I told him, oh, I would gladly let you, but both of our stools are broken, both bathrooms.
Oh boy. Okay.
hold on. That is not the truth. That's not.
So that's not the king.
That's not him.
Oh,
No.
that was a different.
No.
I thought it was calm. He was calm. And our other boyfriend was Chimp. He swung through that graduation down there at the Civic Center. I said, my God, get him down. Get him down.
Oh,
You know what, Daddy? First of all, you need to understand that I'm not married to any one of them.
But you told me that you are.
No.
And I've been under that misconception all the time.
Yeah, you have that. Yes, you have that.
Because he ate up the whole lot of stuff.
No.
Okay. All right.
Anyway. I haven't even gotten a chance to really introduce myself.
Go ahead.
Right, let's just
Go
move on.
No. We have time. Go ahead and properly introduce yourself, baby.
Daddy, don't say that.
Your introduction was so long, I thought it was time for the other stuff. Because I just said who I was.
That was good, Dad. You did great, Dad.
That's
Erika,
right.
go ahead. Hurry up.
I don't have nothing else to say. Because
Well, introduce yourself.
no.
This is Erika.
Erika, turn your volume down.
On my mic.
Yes, because you're, from what I'm getting, you're kind of echoing.
I am, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, wait a minute.
No, don't do that.
Okay, hold on. How do I do that?
On your phone.
On my
On
phone.
your actual phone.
Okay, hold on.
Y'all probably need to have some earphones. Y'all got some earphones? Oh Lord, what is Daddy put?
You coming in loud?
He put his glasses on his head. He said those are his earphones.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a
Okay, hey, they are echoing. You guys are echoing on your end. Y'all in the comments and in the feed, can you tell us who you're hearing the echoing from?
What?
Whose side? Not you, Daddy. Whose side are you hearing the echoing from? In the feed, tell me whose side you're hearing the echoing from. Mute Erika. If I mute Erika, try muting. If I mute her, y'all won't be able to hear her because we're not in the same space. Okay, so it's Erika's situation where you guys are having a problem hearing? Okay. Okay, it's on Erika's side. See, okay. All right. See, that's why y'all should have came here like y'all was supposed to.
Well, you know what, Frida? That ain't got nothing to do with me. That has to do with him.
Look, I got up early this morning at about 7 o'clock working on stuff. Then I had to go see my sister, who's in a rest home on her last leg, praise the Lord. And then I had to go get some materials for some other stuff. But my sister said as I left that, Bobby, oh,
I mean myself. So they're saying that Daddy is fine.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But you're not clear.
I'm echoing.
So you're echoing. So maybe you just need to talk a little softer and not so loud.
So I need to talk softer. I still have the echo.
You still hear the echo on your side?
I hear it on my side.
But Daddy is good.
But Daddy is good.
well, we'll just knock her off and then go on with
But now I hear him.
Okay, so yeah, see what y'all probably need some headphones, and I didn't think you was gonna need.
I'm gonna slap him for real. Okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna go off.
Oh, and DeAndre said it's where you're seated. So maybe you need to push the phone back just a little bit. Push that back to the light back.
Of course I am.
Okay, so now how we sounded, people. Now I want to make sure y'all can hear. I want to make sure he is echoing too. Okay, I'm really trying to figure this out because we got to make this happen.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, Frida?
Change seats with Daddy. Change seats with Daddy. We're gonna try that one. Change seats with Daddy. Switch seats with Daddy. Make sure y'all dress good from the bottom. Yeah, okay. Switch seats. Okay.
Wait a minute.
No, it ain't more than one device over there. He can't get.
Okay.
Erika, help him up.
These chairs are so low.
Well, them church chairs.
Well, I don't know.
We gonna get it together, Saints, because we got some Saints on here ready for all of this, and they already laughing. We ain't even done nothing yet, and okay, is okay now. Now speak silent. Don't speak so loud. Okay, y'all talk. I didn't say speak silently. Speak silently, or forever hold your peace. You know what? Is y'all Chinese? Y'all look like y'all in a Chinese movie. All right. What just happened? Don't hit your father. That's elder abuse.
Yeah, don't hit your father. I'll go tell him.
Stanley, tell me what's happening in there with you. Can you hear good now? All right. All right. Okay. Hush, Daddy. Hush, Daddy. I'm just trying to make sure the people can hear y'all. All
Oh, I
right.
thought he was.
Can you hear me? You still have an echo.
I don't have an echo over here. I hear y'all loud and clear.
I have an echo, but I'm okay with that.
Okay. So we'll keep going, Saints. Y'all just bear with us. It's time to on one side about to the other. Okay. So this is what we'll do. I'm going to talk, and then I'll put the echo. I'll mute myself, and then you guys talk, and then maybe that'll clear some of this up on the other end. Okay? So I'm going to mute you right now. Okay. All right, there we go. So you can't hear me now. I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to unmute y'all, and y'all can talk, and I'm going to mute myself. Do you hear an echo now, Erika? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Don't be making no gestures. Okay. Now, I'm glad to have everybody on here. We're experiencing whatever we're experiencing. Last week, we didn't have this issue. We didn't have this problem last week. It was fine. It was clear. I guess because we have an additional person. They were all supposed to be here with me today, but due to some unforeseen situations with Father Tyranny over there, we're doing it like this. So just bear with us because we're trying to make this work because we got to do this today. So, and what we're going to do for our next time, we will make sure Daddy has his own device that he will be able to talk from, and then that way you won't have to share the phone, the same device. All right. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Please like and share and subscribe again to our YouTube channel and at All I Know TV. Now, I am grateful to have my father and I am grateful to have my sister here with me today for Funny Friday. Listen, we done already been laughing. I already got tears. Daddy done already been cutting up. So you might need to go back and catch the replay at the very beginning. Because, yeah, and so nevertheless, I'm going to mute myself and let them have the floor for a moment to just share some funny things and to just do what they do best over there because Erika is with her oldest child right now. And so I want to introduce the queen with her husband, the king, and her oldest son, Pastor Robert Lyons. All right, here y'all go. Lord Jesus, give me strength.
I came out of her womb so muddy. You should have seen me. And I looked up and said, Mama! Oh, God, what have you done to me? But I feel better now. Tell them, Mama, how you've been getting along real well. Since you had your tubes tied. I don't know how I squirrels out of that thing. Anyhow, that's life, you know. We just live and learn. I don't know how I was able to have children. I don't know why I had children. But I'm glad I did. They have been a hindrance to my life for a long time. It helped me to live better.
Daddy, you're supposed to look at them.
Oh, I was looking out at the trees blowing.
Go ahead.
No, I said my part about your birth and everything, my birth and all. And Erika was a world traveler. She had me in St. Louis, Missouri at the age of 20. I mean, I was 20 when I came out. Anyway, we are just enjoying life together as a little family. There are other convicts in the house, but we do good. We do good. Say something, Erika.
I'm just here.
I was over visiting with my sister today. She's in a home, and they told me she didn't have no disease. She don't have COVID. And I told them check her out good because I can't come to that window and she got that stuff because I've got to live. I must live on. I'm glad she can't hear none of this. She would sure kill me.
She would. Maybe she would kill you dead. Whew, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I'm hot.
Me too. I need a wine cooler or something. Although we don't drink wine coolers here. I need one, babe.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll get you one.
Mm-hmm.
What kind you want?
Corona. Oh, that's the virus. I'm sorry. That's the virus. I'm so sorry.
Whew. You putting your mask on because I coughed? That ain't got nothing to do with the coronavirus, honey. Oh, no. Put your mask down.
Frida got a mask? You can't even tell. Oh, Lord. Help me.
You know what? That's not right.
It's not. That's my oldest daughter. Well, is she? Yeah, she's my oldest daughter. She looks like me. Ain't that terrible, y'all? She look like a man. When she look like me, she look like a man. But I love her.
That's not right. Don't talk about your daughter like that.
Oh. Well, I just think she look like a man. She may not look like a man.
That's not right, Daddy.
That's what I said.
Okay, but you can't say that about her at all.
Okay. I wiped that slate clean. She looked like Erika. Good. That ain't nothing either. Because when Erika pulled off all this stuff, I went in her room. I didn't even know who she was. I said, I'm looking for Erika. She said, Daddy. I said, oh, God, if you hadn't identified yourself, I didn't know you. I don't know these kids. And then my youngest son, he wears his nephew's clothes because he hasn't grown in a long time. We looking for about 2 inches spurt next year sometime. So he'll be 5'6". But we're happy for him. And he has a wonderful testimony. How I grew. And the oldest boy's been on TV. He was on Al Bundy's show playing Mr. Puddin'Belly. We had a nice show that day.
It's his birthday today.
And we wishing him a happy birthday. Don't eat too much.
Nope.
We're going to have you a cake this huge. Oh, Lord. Life is something. But my life has been wonderful. I was married to I was married to a nice woman.
Ooh, honey. If she could, she would kill you right now. You talk about mama like that.
I was married to a wonderful person. She was well known for her English and spelling. she wrote a note to my daughter that if anybody came for her, she was down at the Ployce station. She meant police station, but she just misspelled a few things in there. But it was nice. My daughter knew where she was, and she kept a note to this day. Let's let Frida have a few words.
Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
Go ahead, Frida.
I don't have nothing to say. I had everything I needed to say last week. I just came to assist Pastor Lyons because I know this is his first time on camera, but you know, he's no stranger to any audience and everything. So, you know, hey, I just wanted to be here to support him. And because I had my say last week. And for all of you that gave to me and my husband's anniversary celebration, I appreciate you. I do. We got so many gifts and cards and telegrams and flowers and so many things. I just appreciate you for your kindness and your generosity because it really helped make our 36th wedding anniversary very special. And the king can't be here right now to say his thank yous on
He's making a movie. And he didn't get none of the money. Erika immediately went to town. He laying in there eating bananas, and she done went to town. You know, after he got healed from jumping off that Space Needle thing in Vegas.
Empire State Building.
No, after he got healed from the Space Needle in Vegas, we were practicing jumping, and he hit that ground. I told him, get up and do it right. But you know, when we went to film in Dubai, he was going to fall off of that tower. And it was a nice movie. I was sitting there at the table with the kids. I had big stalks of bananas for the boys. And it was lovely. We really I've had a life.
Okay, so you was on the y'all. He was jumping off the stratosphere.
Well, he did that to practice for the one in Dubai. So we had him get up and go up there again because he didn't hit the ground right. I was crying. I said, get up, boy, and do it right. And he did. That's why they gave him the movie in Dubai. And I said, as he was on his way down, goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, so okay, I lost all my thoughts. I'm gonna mute y'all. I lost all my train of thought because y'all know my daddy crazy, and we are having such a ball laughing. Even in these crazy times that we're living in, we're still able to laugh. We find humor in anything. At my mom's service, you would have thought you were at a comedy show because people left the funeral and were like, I came to the service heavy and I left lighter because you all laughed and made us laugh, and it made us feel better. Of course, we were still saddened, and they were too, but it was just the idea we can find laughter in anything. Yes, Erica's husband is named the King, but Daddy, one of her friends, Daddy used to call him King. Yeah, the King. And so we're going to leave it like that. We just going to leave it at the King. But that's not the man she was married to for 36 years. Erica has a husband that nobody knew about until last week. We finally found out after 36 years that Erica was actually married. We didn't even have a clue. She was the maid of honor in my wedding. I've been married for 33 years. But Erica's been married for 36 years and nobody knew till last week. So they celebrated their anniversary last week. And so my question to her, and Daddy can chime in, which he's going to do anyway. My question to her is, where did you all get married? Number one. And number two, where were you all registered for your gifts? Because I never received the gift registry information to get you all a gift. So those are the two questions with regards to Erika being married.
Well, we were married at our initial, are you talking about the initial wedding where we were married 36 years ago? Okay, we were just married at the Justice of the Peace. And, it was real small and everything. We didn't want anybody to know. We wanted to keep it a secret.
So they signed their initials. That was the initial wedding.
When we signed our initials.
Yeah, that was the initial wedding. And while we're at it, I just feel bad because my son had been casting dispersions up on my oldest daughter, or one of my daughters, said that Frida's been married 36 years and Dominique is 38.
Frida has been married 34 years, 33 years, 33 years, and Dom is 34.
Yeah. And that really made me feel bad. But I'm glad that Dom is here today. That being as old as he is, wasn't he in Frida's wedding? One of the little flower kids or something. I don't know. I told him.
No, he was not here. He was not here.
I told him to quit telling that story. Because Dom was down there.
Well, we cleared that up last week, Daddy. You wasn't here last week, but we cleared it up last week.
Because Frida got married at Ephesian, and Dom was at the liquor store down on the corner. Getting a soda. I told him not to go down there.
You know what? We cleared that up last week.
Oh.
So we got that straight. Okay. So Dom is younger than Frida and Stanley's marriage.
You did it so she could stay on the podcast. People wouldn't listen to it.
No, Daddy, that has nothing.
Frida, we standing with you. We don't care what they say.
You support your daughter.
I support her.
100%.
1000%.
And so that's important. As long as you, her father, support her, that's all that matters. And you ain't got to worry about what everybody else say.
Don't keep telling that story. People won't believe me.
If you keep telling the story.
You keep telling the story.
Okay. But you're the one that brought it up.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, you didn't mean to?
I was looking at these napkins. And it just come to me. It just came to me.
What do the napkins have to do with the fact that we talking about Dom being 34 and Frida was married 33 years?
Well, she missed a couple of
napkins.
Yes. You know.
Where were
Well,
you registered? Where was your gift registry at?
Freedom, my gift registry. Let me explain to you. I was registered at so many places, but due to the fact that
They were
most
all restaurants. She, the seafood buffet, Elio, the Blue Dolphin. You know, she's still registered at Georgia. Because Hometown got a chair with her name on it. Come on in, Erika! Oh.
oh Jesus, y'all, please forgive me, please. I,
Please do not send any comments to this phone. Send them in the name of the place.
you know what, Dad? Okay. You know what, Frida, whatever he say, because I don't know what to say. Oh Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Daddy, how does it feel being in the house with your children? How does that feel? How does it feel you all living together? How does that feel? You're on mute, so hold on. I'm just asking you a question because I want you to answer the question, and you can take your time and answer the question. How does it feel that you are able to live with your children during this season, and you don't have to be in like a rest home or something like that? How does that feel?
It feels wonderful that I don't have to be in a rest home, although I may be able to get some rest if I did. Uh, First of all, I wouldn't have to take Erika everywhere. I told her to take the car, but
Leave me alone.
and then I told her brother Zachary to take the car and take her somewhere. And as soon as they get out the driveway, I'm calling the police. You know, Zachary can't see out of but one eye.
He can't see, Daddy.
Huh?
He can't see.
Oh, he can't see. Well, at least it was better than when we lived over at the other place, because I told him I was going to put the steering wheel on the door since he could see to the side and he could go that way. And all the kids down on the monkey bars in the park would be going boom, 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 boom. But you know, the Lord had blessed him. And I love being with my kids. Darren is a very conscientious young man. He hardly ever cleans up the kitchen. And but I thank God for him. When he does clean up, he can get the dishes out of the dishwasher since he's only this high, you know, and he can do that much. And he's a good operator. He stays on the phone.
He gets that from his mother.
Oh yeah, his mother.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Alice was a phone jockey. Alice had 4 phone books full of numbers. I don't know but about 30 of them people. But Alice would call people in the morning, and she'd do all of that before her favorite show, Price is Right, came on. And she said, don't call me after 10 o'clock. And I called her one time. I was at work and I wanted to talk to my wife. So I called. And this was before they had
Caller ID.
caller ID. And I called. I said, hello. She said, hello. Hello. I say, it's me, liar. She said, well, I had to check. You know, I can't let everybody call me. And I don't know who it is. But we had the greatest time. Me and Alice had a good time.
Okay, Daddy, but you're supposed to be talking about how it is to live with your kid.
Well, when you all were living with me when Alice was alive.
Oh, okay.
And then after Alice passed, it's been wonderful being with my family. We're very close, and I just like being around them. Or did I say something different a while ago? I think I said something different. But anyway, I do like being around them. And even when Frida comes over for gumbo and stuff,
Frida, Daddy made some more gumbo. He made a big pot
I
last
made
night.
some gumbo, and I went and got me some more crab. And Frida, I'm telling you, go to Chinatown down there on
Daddy,
8th
don't
Street.
tell everybody. You telling everybody so they can go down there and get all our
We
crab
don't
and
care,
everything.
they ain't caring about who come.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And she might be going a day. I'm not going. But I'll call ahead and tell them if Frida come in there with that brown wig on, don't sell her nothing. But anyway, I go down there. I got a whole bunch of them crabs. And the thing I like about them is I was trying to get some crab out here by me at the Asian market. And they had a three-legged crab with 3 legs missing, and they said $16. I say, he must have walked all the way from China. I don't want no crab for that. But you know, down there on 8th Street in Oakland, this place, they go for $2.95 a pound. I bought about 4 crabs and about 5 pounds of crab legs, just crab legs. And I didn't pay nothing but $29. I said, I'll be back down here. I love them. All I want is the crab. I had those before, you know, crabs. But now I'm talking about the, the kind, the pinches on them.
Okay.
Those other crabs, they don't do too good. They pinch you real bad. But I thank God for my family. And Alice taught them well. Because Alice taught them, do not cross that street by yourself. And they did one time, and she almost killed them. And she went to the bakery we lived by. And she went in to buy some donuts. And there was a robbery going on in there. And Alice just, they held a gun on her and say, come on in and go as usual. Alice was grabbing so much stuff, she couldn't hardly get out of there with that stuff. But she didn't go to the bakery for another 2 years. She wouldn't touch it. But I was glad to go in there. I wasn't scared of no gun. Because if he'd have demanded money of me, he'd have probably shot me because I ain't had none. But I'm just glad for my family and my grandsons. I just love my grandsons. Dom is so much like his uncle, he could eat a horse. Anyway, I'm glad for him. And Duty is a nice boy. I think he got COVID already. And Mimi, he's down there in the Arizona sunshine, doing much of nothing. But I'm glad for all of them.
Miles.
And Miles, that boy. He was ordering T-shirts online before I could even use a computer.
You still can't.
I can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometime I can. When I was working at the IRS, I learned, and they tell you when you work in the phones, if people call in to get an account because they owe the government, they say set up the account. And I did. I set up the accounts, long as they didn't owe but about $3,000-$4,000. But when they start calling in talking about they owe $2 million, I put them on hold and never went back. I say, I ain't got no time for that. I don't know how to do all that. I put them on hold. I say, and then I wouldn't go back to get them either. I let them go. I say they can call somebody else. They ain't getting ready to mess with me. I don't know that much about doing tax.
Oh, guys.
But I had a ball. I tell you, it was wonderful. Yes, Lord. And my brother worked down there, and his wife for a while. We worked together. They worked on different floors than I did though. But Maurice is still there. My brother Maurice is still there and worked for the IRS many years. I wouldn't work for nobody that long. I'd be done cut out on them with some tax money. Say, all that years I worked here, give me this tax money. They call in there and say, I'm sending $1 million. I say, thank you, baby. Somebody got to spend this money. But we glad for everybody.
Okay.
My family, I love.
You didn't talk about Jasmine, my daughter.
Oh, I forgot about her. I'm still forgetting her. She has a little boy.
My grandson.
A little criminal.
Daddy, he's not a criminal.
Yes, he is. He took my son's stuff and hid it. And Zachary was in there looking for all his stuff, couldn't find it.
His remote,
his remote,
magnets,
his TV, everything. And he be in there, Uncle Zach. But he wants to come in my room because I have a piano in there.
He want to play the piano.
He want to play the piano. I told him, no, it's broke. Don't come in here. I'm working. So I forgot about the little criminal. Him and his mother. Jasmine is a worker. Hard.
What about Janelle? What about Brianna?
No, I'm glad. I'm glad for all of the kids.
You didn't say anything about them.
Oh, well, Brianna, that's my baby girl. Well, she's the baby, period. And Brianna is a person that works with the state. Or what? Don't you work with the state?
No.
No. I know she used to work at this company in what was the place she was in?
I don't know. I ain't getting ready to sit here and lie, Daddy.
The first place she was in.
You talking about what's the name of that place? Freedom. Huh? What's the name of that place Brianna moved to the first? Idaho.
And I went to visit them in Idaho, and I did a lot of cooking because whenever I came to town, they wanted barbecue, they wanted all of this stuff, and they wanted chitlins and dressing and all of that. And then
chitlins.
I went downtown. It was about a 30 or 45-minute walk from their place downtown, which I like. I like the walking because I got the exercise. And I went downtown, and I was looking around and everything, thought, oh, this is nice. All of this outdoorsy stuff and all. And I got down there, I saw about 2 black people in the whole town. And I went to this one store, Walmart. And she said, well, Daddy, don't go over there. It's a long walk. I say, oh, I don't care. I ain't got nothing else to do. So I walked over there. It took me 2 hours to get over there. And I was walking along the street, and these men came by because they don't have many sidewalks. At least they didn't then. And I was walking along the side of the road, and these guys came by in a truck and honked and did their fists like this. And so I say, I must be out in the street too far. And so on the way back, I was on the other side of the street, and they had sidewalks because I was near subdivision. And they came by there and did that again. I say, oh, here's some bricks. I say, because if anything start, they're going to have my picture in the paper. Preacher kills 2 white men. I could not die in Idaho. I have to die around here where it's a lot of black people, where they're robbing and killing regular. I know what this is. I didn't know about that, I don't fool me with that. But I went up there to see her, and Janelle is another one. She lives here. She brings her boy over, and they come over and eat a lot of cake. She loves cake, and if we having a family dinner, Janelle comes over, and if there's cake there, she starts off on cake.
Mm-hmm.
And if the cake ain't good, she gets going.
Mm-hmm.
But I thank God for her. She's very conscientious young lady. She looked more like a boy. Well, not in that way. The other, well, I don't exactly know how to put it, but if she heard this, she would kill me.
She would kill you. Woo, Daddy, you do it too much. I promise you. Ooh, that's why I ain't doing too much talking, because she's doing all the talking. Huh? No, she won't hear
Well, that's good. I can go forth as never before. But Janelle is very athletic. When they were younger, she was the Zachary, my son, that was out there playing ball. And
she wasn't athletic.
It was Brianna. Yes, Brianna, she was.
No.
She could skate real fast and run.
Yeah, skate. No, she could skate, but Brianna was Brianna.
She could run. Anyway, Zach and this guy was out there batting, and he slung the bat and it hit Janelle in the head.
In the nose.
In the nose. And she was hurt for a long time from that. But Janelle is a very athletic person. She's fast. And when we would be out there skating on the street, and we skated on the street, we lived over there in the projects, and they couldn't go out at night unless I was with them. I didn't allow them to go out at night because I told them, don't no bullets hit you on the second floor laying down looking at TV. And so we skated and did all of that. We would skate down to McClymonds High School and back, and we had a lot of fun. And she and Brianna and Zachary and all of them. Erika was the only one who
I skated.
I was getting ready to say was the slowest one of the skaters. The others could move fast, but Erika would be halfway down there when they was on their way back.
You a story and a half. Daddy, that is not the truth. I wasn't as fast as they were, but I skated just like everybody else.
Well, that's why we all skate like everybody else. We put them on and go on.
No, not that kind, Pastor.
Oh, you skated another way.
Forget it. I can't fool with him.
Frida was good too, I think. I can't remember how Frida did. But I know Zachary was fast, Janelle was fast, and Brianna was fast.
Yeah.
Maine was fast, but he was little. He was short. And he was fast on them skates though. And I like that about him. He was fast in a lot of ways.
Maine. Daddy talking about you. He said that's fine.
I was complimenting you on your skating.
Okay, so let's move on to something else. Daddy, how was it growing up in St. Louis and then coming to California for you?
Coming to California, St. Louis, I loved when I was there. And I grew up there till I was 10 years old. And then we moved to Oakland. We came out here in December 22nd, 1953. We got here 3 days before Christmas. And when I left St. Louis, it was blowing snow and ice. And it was freezing. When we got to the 16th Street station, down to St. Louis Union Station, and We stayed there half the night, uh, waiting on the train. And we came across country. I wasn't scared on the train till we got across, going across the Salt Lake, and looked like the train on the side that I was on was gonna go in the water. So I moved to the other side of the train where it looked like it was up some, you know. And but we got to California 3 days before Christmas, and it was blowing snow and ice in St. Louis. But when we got to California, it was 75 degrees on Christmas Day, and it was blowing snow and ice on Christmas Day back in St. Louis. So I said, I'm home. And another thing about it is, you know, when we lived in St. Louis, these kids don't know nothing about it, but we had outside toilets. They call them outhouses. And sometimes we'd have to go out there at night. And it would be a program on TV called Lights Out, right after the FBI. And they would always show at the end of the FBI, America's Most Wanted. And when I had to go to the bathroom out there at night, I could just see America's top criminal coming after me. And I would be running to get in the house.
Was bad.
No, I wasn't bad. I didn't really have time. Well, I was a little bit bad back there, but I didn't really have the time to be too bad. I saved most of that till I got to California.
Okay.
And when I got to California, oh yeah, honey, we used to have it. But the thing I liked about it was they had inside toilets. You could flush. You could do all of that, and we had hot water and bathtubs. I was never so glad to take a bath as I was, because in St. Louis, Daddy would only heat that tub up, that big old tub out there, put it up on blocks and light a fire under it. And we would bathe on Saturday, getting ready for Sunday. And I kind of continued that after getting out here, because my kids used so much bath water, and their mother, they was always in the tub. And I said, somebody got to save this. So I would continue to bathe on Sunday to get ready for church. And I would just sponge off earlier in the week. But I was always clean, you know.
That is something nasty. I'm telling you.
That wasn't nasty.
Oh, that wasn't nasty?
No, I always watch. And it's just like this. Things are different now. Just like back then, we had a washing machine that had a wringer on it. And the wringer would be going, and sometimes I would be putting a pillowcase through there, and my hand go in there, and that wringer called me, took me in. I was just hollering. I didn't know what to do. But I'm glad things are so much better now, because we got a machine out there that runs water all over the garage.
You ain't lying.
And when you go out there, you don't know whether you're going to be swimming for your life or what. But anyway, things are different now, and I'm glad we moved to California.
I bought a mat today. One mat
that what does it do? Hey, Matt. Anyway, my daddy back there in St. Louis, me and my sister and brother Eric and Ruth Ann, we used to wet the bed all the time. And my daddy said he was gonna stop us from wetting the bed. So he made us stand out in the rain and the rainstorm, buck naked. He said, I'm gonna stop you tonight. It didn't stop us. And anyway, he said he went to other drastic measures. He said he caught a mouse, and he told us he was going to make some mouse tea, and we was going to have to drink it so he could stop us from wetting in the bed. We went up to my grandmother's house and stayed all day. She was right up the street, and it got dark, started getting dark. She said, y'all going home, it's getting dark. We say, we can't go home. Daddy made mouse tea, and we got to drink it. She laughed herself silly. She said, y'all go home. We didn't drink no mouse tea, but we were scared to death. And we did all kind of stuff. They had linoleums back then. They didn't hardly have no carpet like we got. house full of carpet. They had linoleum back then, and that was back in 1949 and 53 and stuff, when Queen Elizabeth got to be crowned for queen. And Daddy and them would go downtown, and we would get some soapy water and spread it all over that linoleum. Then we would run and slide like we was ice skating. One day, Daddy and them came home. We was in the midst of sliding. And jumping off the piano with a towel on us, playing Superman. He caught me in midair. I was dead. But that's what we did. We was just kids.
They was bad.
We did all of that stuff. And I loved it, child. I loved my childhood, and I wouldn't take nothing for it. This is my last story. We went to a show one Sunday, and they would always give us money to go to church and put in the offering for Sunday school. And then at 1 o'clock, when the show opened, we could leave. So we always sat in the back of the church after Sunday school until me and Erika and Ruth Ann. And then when it came 1 o'clock, we headed for a show, which wasn't far from the church. And we went, and they had Mighty Joe Young on. And that was the main feature. And we saw it. And then after it was over, my aunt came and her daughter, and she said, "You want to stay and see it again?" We said, "Yeah." She said, "Y'all can walk home with me." Well, we was happy about that. And we looked at it again, and at the end of the show, we were looking for Aunt Venice. We couldn't find her nowhere. She done left us, and me and Ruth Ann and Eric was running. It was dark. See, they didn't have a lot of street lights like they have around here. We was running in the dark, and I'm the oldest, and I was running ahead to tell them to come on, because I wasn't gonna get caught by that. And we
Then you gonna put your hand on it, you shaking the camera.
we got up there by the old folks' home, and Mr. John would always be there. And we called him. Soon as we get near that old folks' home, we say, "Baby, I go get you." And he come out that door, and we were booking for the top of that hill. Honey, I was so glad that when we left St. Louis and came out here, I was so happy. So I love California. I wouldn't go back to St. Louis to live for nothing in my life. It just ain't the same. Even when we go there for the convocation, it ain't the same.
Well, ain't Snooki and all.
Ain't Snooki, they all dead. My auntie and them is all dead. And they
But
were
your cousins are there. But your cousins are there. Your cousins are there.
my cousins, but we don't go. When I go to St. Louis, they don't always visit. They don't always visit. You have to go find them. And we've had some nice times, even when we went there and found them, because we would go to, what's that restaurant that we all went to, where they serve the catfish and all of that?
Oh, Sweetie Pie.
Sweetie Pies. We went to Sweetie Pies there. You had to wait in line about an hour and a half to get something to eat. But anyway, we all went down there and had a good time. And we had a family reunion there and all, and it was nice. So I love my cousins. In fact, I've been trying to get in touch with one of them for about 2 weeks or so.
Who, Ellen?
No, Andrea.
Oh, okay.
I called her. She has 2 numbers, and I called both of them, and I didn't get no answer. I don't know.
I'll send her a message on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know if she think she get COVID through the phone or not.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you.
No. So I've had a nice life, and I told somebody, I say, if the Lord should call me right now, I have lived.
Don't call him today, Lord. Not on here.
I have enjoyed myself, and I don't have no regrets with my children, with my wife. They was trying to marry me off to this one lady, and this preacher told me, well, her husband died, and your wife died, and she's a missionary, and she got plenty of money. I say, oh yeah. He say, she make you a good wife. I say, I don't want to marry the lady. He say, why not? I say, the woman is ugly. And you know, as I'm coming near the end of my life, I don't want to go to my grave because of an ugly person. I said, so no. He said, well, she got a lot of money and thing. I say, I don't care if she sleep on $1 million bills. I say, if I did marry her, she would have to stay in her end of the house and I stay in my end of the house. Just come down there to tear up $1 million and give me my half and go on back to her end. Because I told him, he said, she make you a good wife. I say, well, why don't you let me take your wife and you take her? No, I don't want. I say, well, don't try to give her to me. And we was at this funeral, and I ain't gonna tell you no name, but her son was preaching this funeral,
Don't.
and he couldn't find his phone rung while the family was going around the view, and he was standing up there by the casket. And he couldn't get his phone out the pocket, and it was just ringing. I was sitting in the back crying. I say, poor little thing. We just love the people, though.
Daddy is crazy.
Yeah. Erika, let me hear from you. Did you ever tell us where you were registered?
I didn't because Pastor Lyons had already said that I was registered at the restaurant. So I did not get a chance to say, you know, where I was registered. But see, we were registered at a lot of stores, but see, when COVID happened, they were all rated. And so we didn't get a chance because we saw people running down the street with our gifts and everything. And so
they were trying to find y'all. They were trying to find Erika.
We didn't get a chance to get any of our gifts because they took them all. And then the stores closed there were several stores that closed because, you know, with everything that went on with Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff, we didn't get a chance to get any of our gifts because we saw people walking down the street with our toilet paper and soap and hand sanitizer and pads and everything. Honey, they had raided Macy's. Macy was one of our stores that we was registered at. And the boy running down the street, the girl had all these jeans and everything. My husband had 5 pair of jeans on that list. So we didn't get no gifts. We did get a few things that people blessed us with last week, but we couldn't get any of the other items because, you know, the stores was raided after Brother Floyd went and, you know, what happened to him. But I just want to say thank y'all to the people that sent me something in the mails and everything, and the cards and telegrams and the flowers and everything. I just tell you, I just love it. You know, I just really thank God for it. And I see Bishop Mack. Hey, Bishop Mack. Freddie Strong Jr. said, y'all got Bishop Mack laughing. He's home. Give him a shout out if possible. Bishop Mack, we love you. We've been praying for you. We miss you. We've been thinking about you, trying to call you. Daddy been calling you. I've been calling you. Finally talked to Rosemary. And so Bishop Mack, we love you. We appreciate you. We are praying for you, for your healing and everything. We just so happy that you're still here with us and that we're not at a funeral. Praise God. So we are really excited. Thank you, Freddie, for letting us know that Bishop is watching us and everything. And we just here sharing a little laughter. That's all.
Listen, tell them yes. Tell them yes. Y'all tell them yes. Tell them yes. Tell them yes, Bishop. Tell them yes. For years, you done told us to tell them yes, so now it's your turn. Tell them yes, Bishop. We love you, Bishop Ray Mack. We praying for you. You know, you the man in the town. You the man in the city. You've been holding it down for years. and you've been having a listen, we've been cracking up at you. I'm gonna tell the truth, Reverend. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. We be laughing when you tell the people to stand up and they don't stand up. We be back there rolling, Bishop, because they don't be obedient. They don't be obedient, Bishop, and we be standing up because we're obedient saints. So people got to learn to do right and be better. Amen. Oh, Freddie, don't be crying over there. It's all good. Listen, that's what we do. We want to see people smile. We want to see people happy. We want to thank. Absolutely. Y'all tell Bishop Ray Mack y'all love him. He been holding it down for years, and some of y'all probably still owing money that y'all supposed to pay for the use of his church, and y'all ain't paid them. But anyway, that ain't why we here today. But still, y'all let Bishop Ray Mack know that you love him. He's watching this. You know what? Laughter is good like a medicine, and laughter helps you forget about a lot of the craziness that is going on in your life and in this world. And that's why we brought Daddy on today, because we knew if we didn't do nothing today except he just show up and we just start laughing, that's what it's going to be. Because with Daddy, we don't know what he's going to say. Robert Lee Lyons Jr. has no filter, and we love it. We love that he trained us that we know how to say and do certain things. But there are some things when we come to the house, listen, let me tell you something. Sometimes we got to take a Viking, and Daddy over there knocking over stuff, carrying on. He trying to do stuff. He don't know what he's doing, but that's okay. Listen, that's why we here today. We come every Friday. Them lights is bright for my daddy. Let him put his FBI glass. Oh, wait, what just happened? That's why we come on Funny Friday, so we can set aside so we can set aside time to help the people with the ministry and the gift and the things of laughter. Listen, I'm gonna let Daddy back in because now Daddy done put his glasses on. I think he can see the world with them glasses on. Wait, let me get that back. Let me get him back. Daddy, you sure looking good in your glasses.
Thank you. You know, since I put these on, you don't look as dark as you have been looking. I like the way you look when I got my glasses on. And Bishop, we love you. Bishop, I think about you so often. I come down by the church, and Rosemary told me, she said, we be in there praying. Sometimes I say, I didn't know it, I would come in. But I thank God for all the years that we've had fellowship and thing. And I'm like Erika, when Brother Luther be having us to stand up, I watch the people. 2 people get up, the rest of them still be sitting down. I say, baby, and my feet hurt too, you know that. And I got on these tight shoes. I have to put my feet out in the aisle. Sometimes I just slip them off, you know, and get with Bishop and them. I can get with you then. We could shout all day. What's my girl's name that be shouting around
Sharon.
there? Sharon, honey. When Sharon come back there, Sharon say, come on, let's go up front. I say, no, Sharon, you going up there. I'm going to stay back here. My shoes is hurting. You can jump all night barefooted. I can't do that. I have to sit down here and rest in the Lord. So I thank God for you, Bishop, and I love you all the years that I've known you. And it's been a blessing to my life. Really. You allowed us to have service there and everything, and it's always a blessing to be in your presence. So I thank God for you, and I thank God for my daughter Frida. She's getting lighter. I think it's because she's been sitting near her husband. He's like the sunshine. Me and him is like the sunshine.
Yeah, y'all the same color. Yeah.
We are very bright men.
You and Stanley are the same complexion?
Almost. He's getting a little darker than me now.
Daddy, stop touching the ironing board.
So, Frida, I'm going to let you and Erika have the rest of it, and I'm signing off, okay?
Okay. Thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate it. And the next time you come on, you're going to have your iPad or something.
I will.
So you can, and Zach is going to help you set it up.
Yeah, well, here's my iPad. Here's my iPad.
You're nuts. Go that way.
I got to I got to go. I'm making some masks for other people. I got about 10 more that I got to make, and I already got about 15. So I say, Lord, let me get to work. And wait a minute, don't rush me. I'll be
I'm
laying
not
out here
rushing
on this
you.
floor.
I'm trying to help you.
No, don't
Wait a
rush.
minute, Daddy. The people say they want to hear you sing a song, so sing something real quick before you leave.
Uh, Let me see. Hallelujah. Salvation and glory, honor and power to the King of Kings. For he alone is worthy of all my worship. That is why I give the highest praises to his praises, to his praises, to his praises, to his praises, to his name.
Yeah, man.
All right, so Daddy makes masks. So if anybody, if y'all need a new supply of masks, not only is he a comedian and a cook, but he also makes masks. He also makes clothes.
Ooh,
He
sorry.
does all of those things. Move that chair out the way so you can be yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
So we just want you to know that Daddy does make the masks as well. And the masks are $10. If you want to get a mask, you can reach out to me or my sister, Erika Lyons, and Daddy will make you a mask and send $2 to $3 for shipping costs because we're not paying your shipping. Amen? All right. Sister, now, do you have any announcements on today? Do you have any
You know what,
announcements?
Rita?
Yes,
You know,
yes, sure.
let me say this to you, sister. Whew, my father was something else.
Listen, my stomach is still hurting.
It is.
My stomach really does hurt.
Oh, who is the? Oh,
I'm waiting on you
Daddy.
to give your announcements.
Well, he done gave me some masks for me to show, and he has different prints. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my camera on this side. So he has different prints. The masks. Well, that's upside down, but anyway, it's like that. So leopard stripe, another kind of stripe, plaid, different prints. So yes, he makes masks. And I forgot. So I do have just a few announcements. I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in today. And it was really interesting being on with my father in the same place. Oh my goodness. And yeah, Freddie, choir masks are needed when we get back in the choir in church. Praise God. And so yeah, you can cash at me and I can, and I'll show you some more tonight. Adrian, I'll show some more tonight at 8:25. So if you need some, definitely. I just have a few announcements. And I want you to govern yourselves accordingly to the announcements. Remember in prayer the many people who are sick of our church and community. Amen. It was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah. Okay. Uh yeah. You know, I am just so, you guys, please forgive me. I'm still reeling from my father. My father is one of the most interesting people in the world. And to live with him, it's really interesting, and grow up with him. And she said, I'm sick of this church. And, it's really interesting to grow up being one of his children and to have to, um, what do I say? It's almost not, we're not in competition at all. Nobody is in competition, but to be around that is just so amazing and powerful, and to grow up with that. And, all of his siblings, it was really interesting when all of them get together. It was some powerful, powerful comedy all the time. Aunt Cheryl, the pastor. Whoa, Uncle Eric. He was a bad, bad something. Aunt Cheryl, everybody thought she was so sweet and everything. She was bad, bad. Uncle Dennis, he was a quiet storm. Uncle Maurice had his, way of doing his comedy. He was real nonchalant about his, kind of laid back. And Aunt Ruth Ann, she just the same. But she was funny. She was funny in her own right. But it is a long line of it. So ain't Snooky, ain't Scrap, ain't Mary, ain't Venice, ain't Sister, all of them. I mean, it's just a long, long line of comedy. And then on my mother's side is, people think it's all my father. You're sadly mistaken. My mother was off the chain. I mean, really off the chain. And, her brothers and sisters, Auntie Monica was real prissy. My cousin Eddie, oh my goodness. And Uncle Jerry and his kids, Christine, and all of us. Don't get us all together. It is just massive, and so it's on both sides. And to be able to grow up under all of that laughter and everything, it's just really powerful. I mean, it's just wonderful to be able to have that kind of background and support and love, and just the opportunity to be ourselves and not try to put on airs to try to be like somebody else. We are just who we are. And that's how we were raised to be ourselves, not try to impress anybody. Just do what you do. You do it for the glory and honor of God. I know I'm supposed to be making announcements, but I was thinking about this. What you say, Frida? I was thinking about this, and just to give a little piece of history about who we are, because people see us and everything, but they don't really know where it comes from. And it's not just a one-sided thing. It's not just the lion side. Please be aware, it's not just a lion's thing. My mother's side is just as reckless and dangerous as the other side. So merging them two together is, it was something else. I mean, really. And see, right now, my father got that back door open, and he know we ain't supposed to have no back door open. It's he the screen is open. Free to put me on mute. Put me on mute.
Okay, you're on mute. You're on mute. Listen, she's yelling at her sons. So this is the thing. She's yelling at her sons. Thank God for mute, because then y'all would get to see and hear how loud she can really talk and how high she can really go. You think when she's singing, when she start hollering and screaming at her sons over there, it's a whole different ball game. But listen, while she's coming with her announcements, let me give you a few, and then we'll end with her announcements. I have a few announcements, and the announcements that I have are on Zoom etiquette. It is very, very important that we have good etiquette when we're using the ministry of Zoom. And these are my announcements. If you're going to stand up while in the view of your camera, please make sure your top or your shirt is long enough to cover your belly. It is very important that your tops are long enough to cover your belly if you're going to stand up in the middle of the camera when you're switching positions or standing during Zoom. Make sure your pants are pulled up during the usage of Zoom. If you have to get up all of a sudden and your pants are not pulled up, we get to see some things that you might not be expecting for us to see. So it is very, very, very important that you make sure your pants are pulled up when using Zoom. Y'all need to wear, again, here we're having this technical issue right now because people sometimes on Zoom, you need to wear your headphones or turn your phone down or the mic, whatever on your phone. Turn your phone sideways. It's very, very important because some of you don't understand landscape or horizontal. So turn your phone sideways, not up this way. It should be out this way so that the people have a wider view of you. Yes, this is Zoom etiquette. Number 5, do not hold your phones in your hand because some of you have a nervous condition and your camera is making some of us nauseous. So if your camera is not steady, you got the shakes a little bit and your phone is shaking while you're talking. And so I can't keep watching your Zooms. I can't stay on your lives if your cameras aren't steady, because now I got to run to the bathroom because my stomach is bothered because y'all got the shakes. All right. Number 6, can you please make sure your whole face is in the camera and move it back? Otherwise, we are looking at you in 3D and we don't see your whole face. It is very important that you at least pace yourself and give 6 feet away from the camera in order for you to be seen clearly. See, we got to social distance with our cameras as well so that we're not close up on our cameras, and then that way everybody can see you. All right, stop looking at me like that. Number 7, if you are driving in your cars, get a phone holder for your car that's high enough for us to see your face. Okay, we don't want to see your belly. We don't want to see the gear shift. We don't want to see the bottom of the steering wheel. We want to see your face when you're on Zoom. It's very, very important. You're speaking to us and we need to be able to understand you. We don't want to see that you have ash on your elbows. We don't want to see those things. So please get a phone holder for your vehicles, especially if you're going to be on Zoom. If you know you're going to be on Zoom, it's very important that you do that. All right. Number 8, if you are driving, if your window is down, we cannot hear you properly. So turn on the air conditioning in your car and roll your windows up. because we are fighting to hear you over the wind, and the wind wins every time. All right. And the last one is if you have to walk with your camera while on Zoom, hold your phone up or take yourself off camera if your house or if where you are is not clean. Very, very important, because we learn a lot about people based on what we see on their Zooms when they start walking and doing ministry. And so that's very, very important that your camera is positioned so that we don't see all the messes that you have going on in the background. All right, that is our class on Zoom etiquette. Now I'm going to turn it over to Sister the Queen to give us further announcements at this time.
Well, I just have a couple of announcements, but I want you to know that we do have sponsors for our church announcements, and it would be remiss of me not to call out our sponsors' names. And I want to acknowledge our sponsors, the Anheuser-Busch Brewing Company, and the Miller Coors Brewing Company, Heineken Brewing Company, Virginia Slim Cigarettes, Newport Cigarettes, the New Cali Cannabis Club, and the wonderful Unikin Pharmaceutical Company. And we thank them for their contributions to our church, because without their contributions, we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for your support in helping to keep things going well at our church. And we love all of our sponsors. Amen. We love them. We do, because they have played a significant role in the building of our edifice. Amen. And so we want to make sure that we acknowledge all of our sponsors. I tell you, we have a few more that's going to be coming on that are in the works. And so, yes. And I want to also let you know that I am running for president. I'm running for president of the United States in 2020. And I want all of you to make sure that you vote for me. Because if Kanye could run, I could run. Huh?
He's out the race.
Oh, he out the race? Oh, well, I'm still running, because if DT can run, I know I can run. And my platform will be get your hair.
Oh, somebody else get it.
Get your hair and get it from me, the queen, who will make sure that you look stunning. Not like DT. You won't have no orange hair. It'll be blonde the way it's really supposed to be. And so I want y'all to make sure y'all vote for the queen in 2020. I'm gonna start saying all of my campaign speeches and promises. We promising a lot in 2020. And one thing we are gonna promise is that we will not keep these children at home. They got to go to school. Yeah, we got to find a place for them to run. And I don't care if we have to let them run 10 at a time. We got to let them run. And I know that all the parents will be voting for me, because they want to get their kids out of the house. So we have a huge platform, and I'm excited about it. So you all look for our debate. We will be having a debate with DT and his team. And I promise you, honey, we are going to serve it. I mean, we're going to serve it. First of all, when he see me and he see my hair, he gonna be like, oh, I got to step back because she ain't playing. We ain't coming like that. We coming correct. This is how we do it over here in the Queen territory on the throne. Yeah, live from the throne room. We gonna do it. So I'm excited about our announcements and our sponsors. You make sure if you need any help, you let me know, because our sponsors are there to help, to make sure that you're able to keep your lights on at your church. I'll call them and let them know I got some people who need help. And so, Mr. Anheuser-Busch and all of them, that whole team, a powerful team, we will help you. Thank you, sister. That's our announcement.
So, so I guess since we couldn't get a lot of tithes and stuff from the members, because a lot of them lost their jobs, we had to figure out a way to keep the church doors open and to be able to fund the ministry. So we had to go to outside sources in order to get those funds to be able to help the people. And so they offered and we took it. And their money is good. They checks don't bounce. And so yeah, and so we give God great praise that and they are also sponsors for, she's running for 2020. Okay. They are also funders for our campaign. She went to the headquarters offices of all of those gentlemen that own these companies, and all she did was walked in and stood there. And they said they would give her whatever amount of money she needed in order to run her campaign. And so, we working with Mega Millions right now, Saints. We have millions in sponsorship, and so we thank God. Wait a minute. What you say?
Well, you have to understand, the scripture says that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. Come on, and you can't be scared to ask them wicked people for some of that money y'all done spent buying them beers and cigarettes and all that stuff, cannabis and everything. Y'all know y'all been down there. We just going back and get some of that money that y'all been spending with them people. So, hey, it ain't nothing for me to go down there and ask them. I need some of that money back, because a lot of these saints, they've been down there getting them some Anheuser-Busch beer and cigarettes and cannabis and pills and everything. And we just want what's ours. We want our cut. So that's all I did. I just went down there and told them, it's a lot of us. Yeah, my people. Yeah, them. I need their money back. And so that's all I did. And they didn't hesitate.
All right. Okay. My stomach really hurts today, you guys. And so yeah, so it's incredible that we can do this amongst our family. It's so incredible. And this is literally the tip of the iceberg. I am working very, very hard now that we've been able to bring Daddy on, to bring some of our other family members on to my platform, because it's my platform. I have cousins literally all over the world. Literally, we have cousins all over the world. And so I am going to, over the next Fridays, I'm going to bring some of my family members on that are true comedians. Some of them are sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, and fire baptized, but some are true comedians. And so I'm going to bring some of them on so that we can continue to share with you, in this ministry of laughter, because laughter, again, is truly wonderful. Laughter is good for you. Laughter will sometimes help you to get your blood pressure down when the pills won't work. And so I know that somebody says, I can't stop laughing. My jaws are so much hurting. Okay, so we need to go back and fix this sentence. Join me, if you will, as we fix this sentence. This is the segment of Fix My Sentence. So I can't stop laughing, comma, or period. Okay, she told me to leave the dream at alone. But listen, no, we getting this because this is live and in living color. I can't stop laughing. My jaws are so much hurting. That's a run on, run back, run out sentence. And so we give God praise for we give God praise for Miss Brenda. I love Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda Benjamin is my girl. I love Miss Brenda Benjamin. Loved her for years, but that's still a run on, run back, run through sentence. And so we give God praise. But listen, we gonna have a class. We gonna get this audio right, and we gonna have a class on Hooked on Phonics and reading. Reading is fundamental for adults because we always want to blame the kids, but the kids is learning this from somewhere. And so if your phonics ain't right as an adult, we need to do this anyway because we gonna still have to be teaching the kids at the house, people, because they can't go to school right away. So you gonna become their teacher. So we got to work on your phonics. I know some of y'all been out of school for years. I know some of you are professional students, but even what you learn professionally as a professional student, your run on, run through, run out sentences ain't correct. And so we want to make sure that we're training our children. Miss Erika does story time with Miss Erika every day, Monday through Friday at 9:45 a.m. till about 10 a.m. Make that a part of your school's curricular. Okay, it's very important that it's a part of your school curricular as you are working with your children. See, some of y'all trying to tell me I'm saying it wrong. I ain't saying it wrong. That's what it is in some of y'all houses because y'all don't know how to say the right word. I'm trying to help you. It is not curricular. It is curriculum. Okay, and so make it a part of your school curriculum. Get your children together. This will give them time to look at somebody that's talking about something with some sense instead of all them YouTube videos with all these kids being disrespectful to their parents. And then these kids look at that stuff and they think they can say that over here. My granddaughter learned the hard way. You can say what them little clear kids and them little tie-dye kids is saying over across the waters and everywhere else because they trying to make money, boo. You ain't making no money over here yet. Your channel ain't up yet. You do that to me or say that to me, it's me and you, for real. And I don't care who your parents are. Both of your parents could be sitting in the room, but I'm going to get you straight and I'm going to get you right because you can't teach your kids to do what they see everybody else's kids doing. But she's on every day, Monday through Friday. And she's teaching on manners. Y'all get all y'all kids and get your grown kids and get yourself so you'll learn which fork goes where, which fork is for what. The knife we know, but y'all get them forks mixed up and then you get mad because you didn't use the wrong fork for the wrong thing, and then you get mad and want another one. They ain't gonna bring you another one. They got certain amounts counted out. So y'all don't trip. She gonna help you to learn how to use the right forks and the right spoons and all this stuff. So I'm just saying, yeah, the clear saints and the tie-dye saints, y'all know who I'm talking about. But I don't say names. I just give them titles. But anyway, don't worry about it. But nevertheless, tune into her show. She does it every day. Again, Monday through Friday, 9:45 a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. Story time with Miss Erika. And since she started, y'all, her class is humongous. She's got, 60-something kids that watch her every morning. Y'all listen, she got a dog that watch her show. Now, the thing is, I'm trying to figure out, though, and she calls the dog name when she called the roll. What I'm trying to figure out is how the dog respond. I need the owner to let us know how the dog respond every time she called the dog name, because I ain't never had a dog in class, so I don't really know how that go. But anyway, but yeah, y'all tune in and and then tune in every day. Find me, find my station channel, find my schedule, because I'm on every day of the week doing something to try to encourage, inspire, uplift people. We come on Funny Friday, but every day in the week between the time of 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, I'm on one of them days at that time. So find my schedule, tune in, because we doing it. This is how we doing it. This is our season to do it. And if you are out there, I'm going to let her talk about this briefly, and then we're going to be done for the day. But if you are out there talking about you bored and you ain't got nothing to do, and the TV is driving you crazy because you keep sitting up watching DT, as she call him, Mr. Orange, Bishop Orange Hair, and you keep watching him and he keep disturbing your peace and making you frustrated, you need to be about your Father's business and quit worrying about them. God got you under control with this COVID and stuff. So you need to get your whole life together, because there's money to be made even in this season. Quit sitting on the money. Quit sitting on ideas that God has given you, and make it work for you. I'm going to turn it over to her so she can give us our closing remarks. But tune in next Friday for Funny Friday. We going to bring you more laughs. Oh, what just happened? What just happened here? She loves her Auntie Erika's voice, and she pays her tithes to her auntie. Look, listen. So wait a minute. This is the dog's owner. So let's back up for a second. Okay. Because you need to let her tune in on all of my shows so she can pay tithes daily. Amen. All right, let me bring sister on in. Hey, and we're going to get the sound right. We're going to get everything correct so that when we come on next Friday, we are good. We are solid. We are good to go, and we won't have any hiccups. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. After Erika has given her closing remarks, we're going to close out with our theme song. Tune in next Friday at 4 p.m. We did 3 o'clock because we had some situations, but we will be back on next Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Miss Sade, hey! That's Sade the dog. Hey, Miss Sade. Okay, send my offering. You know my Cash App. All right, you be blessed. Amen.
Oh my goodness. It's really interesting because I must say, I'm busier. I said this last week. I'm busier in quarantine during COVID than I was when I wasn't on quarantine, and was able to be free to go anywhere, do anything I wanted to do. But I'm at home now, and God has blessed me to be able to come on and do a few things. And it's things that he led me to do. One, through someone else, one through, he just spoke directly to me. And so it's really important, and one of the things that we have to understand is that, they want us to be in fear. They want us to be scared. That's why they want you glued to the TV so that you could hear every breaking news, whatever. I don't watch it. I don't watch TV hardly. If I do, I'm watching something that has nothing to do with the news, that has nothing to do with COVID. The information that I find out mostly through YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but Facebook, because it pops up, or my Google feed, it pops up constantly with the upcoming articles that are happening, news things that are happening. So I don't feed my mind with that. And, you have to feed your mind with good things. And when you feed your mind with good things, it carries out into your body. So the more positivity you feed it, the more positive your body will feel, the more you will, you'll be able to rest. You cannot rest if all you hearing is people dying, people dying, people dying. We know people are dying. We know that. Okay. We know we're supposed to wear a mask. We know we're supposed to wash our hands. We know we're supposed to have social distancing. None of that is new. So, you don't have to keep going back over to hear the same things that they're going to say from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And then it's going to keep playing. You feed your mind with good things, not negativity. And it's so much negativity in the world. And even when I talk to my children, I let them know positivity, righteousness it always wins. I don't care how people treat you. You treat people the way you want to be treated. And so it's really important that we share this with our kids. And because our children need us at this very time, it's critical that we're here to support them in such a manner, because they are lacking in so many ways. It's not even funny. And I praise God that my child is grown, that she don't have to deal with this kind of stuff. But that's why the things that I'm doing for the children is so important, because they need it. They're not going to be able to go back to school in the fall. They need something aside from a computer. They need something, some lessons and things. So, I was talking to one of the ladies who supports story time with Miss Erika, and I was just sharing with her, I really have to get this together, because these children need these lessons, and we're going to have to incorporate things that we had when we were growing up, how to make cookies, all kinds of things. And these are the things, the tools and lessons and all of that I will be incorporating, that I will be sending boxes to these children, at least 100 boxes to children and families, so that they can work with their children with school supplies and lessons on table manners and etiquette and all of these things, hand washing, cooking, sewing, all kinds of things, because they need to build that up. You needed it. I needed it. The school has taken so much out of it that our kids are lacking in so many ways. But I find it my responsibility to give them the good things that I was given. And so, we are doing a push to be able to, raise money and all of that, so that I can get these lessons to a minimum of 100 children, and school supplies and all of these things. And I announced it today on Miss Erika Story Time. And I'm really grateful to God that he has blessed me to be able to do this. And like I was telling them, the money that we raise, it's not to pay my bills. I don't get paid to do this. Nobody pays me to do this. This is something that God gave me to do through someone. But because I love these children and I'm putting goodness into them, whatever is right, he will pay. And I know that, baby. Eyes haven't seen, neither have ears heard the good things that God has prepared for those that love him. And I sure enough love him. And I'm excited about what's to come. And I encourage all of you that's sitting at home, sitting on your gift, your talent, please fear not. He has not given us the spirit of fear. It's important that you get out there, because guess what? There's plenty of money out there for us. But until you step out on faith, have no fear, and move when he say move, just like that, I promise you, if you do it, you're going to be blessed. You are going to be blessed so much more than you just getting the stimulus package. Come on, honey, because stimulus run out quick. That $1,200, that run out quick. Yeah, I need $1,200, but that $1,200 run out quick. So you know what? What you will be doing will last you a lot longer and take you a lot further in your life. I love all of you. I thank you for this opportunity every time I'm able to come on with Frida and anybody, just to encourage people to love themselves, love God, and to take care of themselves. Be encouraged, hold fast to the profession. Don't give up, because God has some amazing things in store for all of you. I love you, and I will be on vacation next week. Miss Erika Storytime will be on vacation next week, but guess what? Fear not, Miss Erika has already taped all 5 days of Miss Erika Storytime, so it will come on next week. It will come on at 9:45. I won't be live. I will be in living color. I will be there at 9:45. So please make sure that you tune in and watch. And then on the 27th, I shall return. I will return, and I will be live and in living color. And we're going to keep it moving. Thank you so much, Frida. It's in your hands. Oh, We supposed to play the song. Hey!
Hold on. But before we play the song and go off, people have asked how they can donate. So what you can do, my Cash App is there on the screen. You can send it to me via Cash App, and I will make sure she gets it. So anybody that wants to sow, anybody that wants to give for whatever you want to sow, you just give it again, cash tag Team Campbell, and I will forward those funds to her because we want to help to do what she's doing for the children in the community and to make sure our children stay on track. If we had more people, she needs $10,000. If we had more people to support our people, it wouldn't be a lot of things that's happening in our society. We wouldn't have to wait on a stimulus check. So this is me. I'm that person that says we need $10,000, and I will come back when I'm on my shows all next week. I will be asking for monies toward this, and I'm the person that will write the chart like they did for the building fund at church and make the thermometer so we can see how far we are from reaching our goal, because then we gonna reach out to some other community people, because if people can give to the crime whales and the dogs, and they can give to the mice, whatever, and if they can give for the goat fund, we can raise money for the children's fund so that we can make sure these children get the educational things that they need in order to survive in this season. COVID will not always be here, but we can't let our children get behind because we scared of COVID. We have to take authority over what's happening in our houses and make sure our children's needs are met. Adults, quit being selfish. Adults, quit being stuck on yourself and make sure your children have what they need. You don't need no more clothes, adults. You don't need no more, you don't need no more shoes. Don't buy no more red bottoms. You ain't going nowhere. You got enough if you got some. If you don't buy none. Make sure you can give enough money to make sure your children are invested in this season. And we got somebody that we know that's taking the time, doing what God has told her to do to make sure our kids are solid. Everybody is trying to do everything for everybody else, but we have to make sure our Black kids are solid. Because see, they making sure them clear kids is solid, and they making sure them slanted-eyed saints is solid and all of that. We've got to make sure that our Black children are solid. We can't we can't blame the church because they can't go to church. We can't blame the schools because they don't go to school right now. They've been at home with you for several months now, parents. And so it is our responsibility. I done got all the way loud. But it is our responsibility. I mean, I heard the volume. It went up because I want to make sure our children succeed. I don't have no little ones, but I had already said on Facebook, it's a shame that if the people cannot sit in church for 2 and 3 hours, if they ain't opening up the churches, if they ain't opening up the governor's mansion for no tours, if they ain't opening up the museums for no tours, if the zoo is closed, and if all of this other stuff is closed, and they saying send them kids back to school, the devil is a lie. Don't you send your child back to no school, because all they gonna do is get messed up and get sick, and then you gonna have to go to the hospital. You can't even go in the hospital with your kids. So your kids gonna be in there by themselves scared. So you have to take the authority and the responsibility, parents, and make sure your kids are solid educationally. Stop babysitting them with them computers and them laptops and them cell phones, looking at all them YouTube videos, and then they get off of that stuff, and then they come at you with some of the stuff they done seen, and that ain't how you raised your kids and taught your kids. See, that's going to cause confusion. That causes problems. You send your children to MickeyMouse.com or something where them kids can get educational stuff. Because what's horrible, and I'm really going to tune out because this thing about to shift, but what's horrible is our kids are ill-mannered children. but they dress cute and they know the latest songs, they know the latest videos, they know all the words to the rap songs, but they don't know one hymn. They know, and you a believer in Jesus Christ, and your children don't know hymns. Shame on you. Your children don't know song lyrics for gospel songs, but they know all the R&B songs, and they know all of this other stuff because that's what you pacify them with, and that's what you babysit them with. The devil is a lie. You better put some Jesus in your kids, because when you gone off the scene and they got to live and survive without you, the mess that you left will be the mess that's left when you gone. So I'm telling you, y'all better get it together in this season. I understand COVID. I understand this season. And if we don't take advantage of this season, when school does open back up and everybody goes back, some of y'all kids gonna be behind, and then they're gonna leave them behind. They're not gonna push them forward to the next grade. So it's up to you parents to make sure your kids are getting the education even in this off season that they need. And people talking about they need to go back to school, she said, so they can go run. You set up a time stop for your kids to go outside. If you don't have no yard, take them to a park. Find a park that ain't got a whole bunch of people at it and let them kids run. Let them run around the block 7 times. I bet you they'll come in and sit down. And when they come back around, say they tired, make them go again. Let them get that energy out. You have to create that boundary and set that stuff up for these children, because otherwise they ain't gonna be what we think they should be if we don't invest in them children. So I'm talking to every parent. I'm talking to every grandparent. Do what you got to do for those that God has placed you as a steward over. Don't let the world stuff keep you from doing what you have been commanded to do by God, and that is be a good steward over your children. I'm telling you, because if you don't, again, when school opens, some of y'all kids gonna be held back, because they gonna take the test. They gonna take, and we don't want to see nobody's child, especially kids that we know and folks that we know. We don't want to see nobody's child held back because the parents didn't do what they were supposed to do. Many of y'all are unemployed. Many of y'all don't have no job. Everybody ain't working at home. Some of y'all getting an unemployment check, and you making more money on unemployment than you was making when you was working. So the least you can do is support your children and make sure if you don't have one book in your house that say ABC, you get a pen and paper and you write them letters out, and you let them kids learn how to write their name and learn how to write words instead of cussing at you and telling you crazy and doing all this stuff and talking to you any kind of way, and then you scared to, you better chastise your kids. See, they couldn't do it at the school, but it's your responsibility to handle it in the house. See, they couldn't do all of this stuff, but it's your responsibility, parent. So be about your business, parent. Yeah, we come on here on Funny Friday, but we're going to leave you with some truth, because we want to make sure that in this season, people don't get off track. Don't worry about COVID. Go out with your mask, wash your hands, sanitize, wash your packages, wash your stuff off, do what you need to do. If you've been out and about, take them clothes off, put on some fresh ones, but make sure your kids is decent and in order, because they are a reflection of you. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, shame on you, because they with you more than they at the school anyway. They with you more than they was at church anyway. They with you unless you just keep shifting them off to other people, but it's still a reflection of you, because if anything happened, the police ain't going to the school. The police ain't going to the church. The police ain't going to all the people that you done shifted your children off on. They coming to you, because they are your responsibility. So take a responsibility for your kids, people. In this season, it is our responsibility as adults to make sure the children are taken care of. So take care of your kids. And if you don't have no kids, you know a neighbor, you got a family member that got kids, don't be saying, well, I ain't got none, so I ain't got to do nothing. No. It take all of us to help folks. Wait a minute. Here you go. Say.
Even if you don't have any children, you can send me some money to help some children that you don't even know. Because really what it is they all are children. And we want every one of them to succeed. Because when you had your children, you wanted somebody to help you at a time when you needed help at the school or wherever they were. And so I ask you to help us with this endeavor. I may end up giving out 200 boxes for these children. And what's going to cost the most is the postage, because the postage is so expensive now. And we're not sending a little envelope. We sending crayons, markers, pencils, scissors, glue sticks, rulers, calculators, whatever age group they're in. We're sending work. We're sending place setting supplies, how to set up a place setting, and all of those things, manners and books and all of those things, paper and notebooks, and I mean, just everything that they need so that they can be successful. That's what this is about. This is about them being successful. And when they're at home, they can do the lessons. We will have cooking lessons and things like that. Certain things that you can get or you have at your house that the kids can make, something that keeps them busy. And we will have things for them to be able to do outside. So we will have lessons on you taking them for a walk, or, you know, if you live in a building, they have stairs. They can run up and down the stairs. You want them to utilize those muscles and all of that. And we just want to really implore some goodness on these children. And it's very important to me because children are a blessing. They are a blessing. And they not, you know, they the church of tomorrow. No, they the church of today. You know, we didn't have children's church. We had church. We sat in church. We didn't have children's church. We had church. So, I mean, you know, it's important that they learn all of these things, home ec, all of that. We will deal with lessons on hygiene. That's important. We learned all those things. And so it's valuable. It's really, really valuable. It's a valuable piece. I know we're going long. We are in this right now. But, you know, this is so important to me. And it's important to all of you because these are all of your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and everybody. So I want them to succeed. That's what educating and empowering children is all about, for them to be successful. And success is not just money. That's all we talk about is success is money. But you can have plenty of money and you're ignorant because you don't even know how to read the contract. And so you done hired somebody to read your contract, and what they doing is they scamming you out of all your money. So the only way for them to be ready for those situations is that we have to make sure that they know how to read, that they know how to spell and spell properly and not spell guesstimating and all that kind of stuff, all this crazy new stuff. No. They know how to spell the word corn. They know how to spell the word money properly, not M-O-N-I. We're not doing that. Is you crazy?
Wait a minute. Stop talking. And they won't have run-on, supposed to be stopping continuation sentences.
That's all we're saying is that we need your help to make sure that this runs successfully, this goes successfully. And I promise you, baby, just as God gave it to me to do, we gonna do it. I'm not gonna beg, borrow, or steal, because I don't steal. But you know what? God is going to make the way. And all I have to do is open my mouth. And I'm not scared to open my mouth and ask, because he said ask. He said ask. Free to close your mouth. But I'm not afraid to ask all of your help. And I thank you. You can send it to Frida. I'm going to get it. I promise you I'm going to get it. And I promise you I'm going to acknowledge everyone, just like I acknowledge my 64 children that watch me every day, and I call their names out. I will acknowledge all of you. I thank you for this time and space. We appreciate you for tuning in, for staying on this long. And we're going to play the music. Free, don't say nothing else. We're going to play the music. So say yes.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
A merry heart like a medicine. Get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on a merry heart. It's good like a medicine. Come on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on a merry heart. It's good like a medicine. Come on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on, get your laugh on a merry heart. It's good like a medicine. Come on.